Hello, dreamer. Welcome to In the Hall of Thinkers, Dreaming Through Raphael's Wisdom. Before we begin our slow journey through art, sleep, and thought, take a moment to settle wherever you are, perhaps lying down, perhaps wrapped in warmth. If you're new here, I invite you gently, without rush, to subscribe, so that nights like this can continue to find you. If you find peace or meaning in this journey, a soft like will let others discover this calm too. And, if you wish, leave a comment below, tell us where you are watching from, and what time it is where you are. There's something deeply beautiful in knowing that across the world, in countless different hours of night, others are listening too, drifting together beneath one sky, breathing through the same silence, and falling into sleep guided by the same timeless wisdom. Now, let the outer world begin to fade. Close your eyes, or let them soften. Breathe slowly. Inhale, and feel the air enter like the whisper of an ancient library, quiet, fragrant, endless. Exhale, and feel the day slip away. You are entering a space between waking and dream. A place where art and philosophy merge into rest, where Raphael's paint glows like candlelight upon the edges of the mind. Tonight, we wander not through ordinary halls, but through one of the most luminous creations of the human spirit. The School of Athens. A doorway of thought. Imagine yourself standing at the threshold of a vast marble chamber. The air is golden, not from sun or flame, but from wisdom itself. In this space, everything breathes intelligence and harmony. The walls curve like thought. The arches rise like questions reaching toward heaven. Light spills through unseen openings, bathing stone and mind alike in serenity. This is the hall Raphael painted, a vision of the world's greatest philosophers gathered together in eternal dialogue. And tonight, it becomes the architecture of your sleep. As your breath slows, the marble cool beneath your feet. Each step you take is a step away from the noise of the day, away from the duties, the lists, the screens. You are crossing the threshold into a dream shaped by wisdom, a dream that will cradle you, gently, until morning. The silence of thought. In the stillness of the hall, you hear nothing, yet somehow, everything speaks. Not in words, but in essence. The philosophers do not argue here, their gestures are graceful, eternal. Their silence is a kind of music, composed of understanding rather than sound. Raphael painted them in the early 1500s, when the Renaissance pulsed like dawn over Europe. He was young, barely in his 30s, yet his hand captured not just faces, but ideas, Plato's transcendence, Aristotle's grounding, Pythagoras' harmony, Euclid's geometry. Each figure a thought. Each gesture a question. Each color a dream of human knowledge made visible. And so, as you breathe slowly, you are breathing with them, inhaling centuries of quiet brilliance. The painting becomes not just art, but atmosphere. You are no longer a viewer, you are within it, walking through its arches, guided by Raphael's soft light. The world slows. Let your body sink deeper into rest. With each breath, release one layer of tension, the mind loosening, the shoulders softening. Feel the gravity of the day surrender to the calm of night. You are safe here. You are still. The world outside this hall continues to turn, but you have stepped aside, into timelessness. In Raphael's fresco, the figures are frozen in conversation, but tonight they live again, not to teach you, not to test you, but to accompany you into dream. Because philosophy, at its heart, is a form of dreaming. To question the world is to imagine it differently. To think deeply is to drift toward sleep, for both are acts of surrender, of trust in mystery. The dreaming mind. As you rest in this imagined hall, consider this. What if the mind, as it falls asleep, becomes a philosopher too? It releases its grip on what it knows and begins to wander among shadows and symbols. It drifts, like Plato's soul, toward higher forms, toward patterns, meaning, beauty. Perhaps Raphael understood this, that sleep and wisdom share the same threshold. In wakefulness, we reason; in sleep, we remember without effort. Both are mirrors facing each other, consciousness and dream, thought and art, one reflecting the other in infinite calm. Raphael's light. Now, see the light that Raphael painted. It does not come from a visible source, no torch, no window. It comes from within the figures, from the harmony of their being. That same light now fills your chest, softly, warmly. It is the light of awareness, dimming not to vanish, but to rest. Raphael, in painting this hall, gave the world a sanctuary for the intellect, but you, tonight, transform it into a sanctuary for the heart. His marble arches become clouds, his philosophers become stars. The hall expands, infinite and still. You are both within it and beyond it. A whisper from Raphael. If Raphael could speak to you now, his voice might say, "I painted thought so that it would never vanish." But you, dreamer, are the living continuation of that thought. When you close your eyes, you do what the philosophers sought. You return to unity. You let all divisions dissolve. And you sleep within the wisdom of being itself. Let those words settle over you like a silk curtain. You are not simply falling asleep, you are descending through centuries of insight, through colors and stone, into the deep architecture of peace. Between art and sleep, there is a moment, perhaps you feel it now, when thought begins to blur. When ideas soften into sensations. When even words begin to dissolve into pure presence. That is where Raphael's painting meets your dreaming mind. For in sleep, as in art, we find the sacred stillness that the waking world so rarely allows. The philosophers you see, Plato pointing upward, Aristotle gesturing to earth, are not in opposition, but in balance. They are the two halves of your being, the dreamer and the grounded one, the visionary and the sleeper. Tonight, as you rest, both will come together. The upward and the downward will meet in the heart. And you will drift, weightless, between heaven and earth. Closing of the first gate. The marble floor begins to glow softly. The arches fade into mist. One by one, the thinkers around you bow their heads, not in debate, but in blessing. They have shared their silence with you, and now they allow you to go deeper, beyond art, beyond thought, into the gentle night of your own soul. Breathe once more in and out. Feel yourself becoming lighter. You are safe. You are timeless. You are ready to enter the deeper halls of Raphael's wisdom. Let go now. And dream. As you drift deeper, the hall around you begins to shift. The marble that once felt solid becomes soft, luminous, as if thought itself were dissolving into a dream. This is where waking ends and dreaming begins. This is where philosophy is born. Because every great idea, every truth, every invention, every painting begins not in logic, but in something quieter. Something that whispers beneath words. Something that feels like this moment, right now, the stillness between breaths. Breathe in slowly. Let the air expand your chest, gentle and patient. And as you breathe out, feel your body growing lighter, your mind loosening its edges, opening to imagination. You are no longer walking through Raphael's painted hall. You are floating through it, carried by the current of thought that connects all dreamers across time. The night of the mind. In the beginning, before art, before history, there was silence. A silence that dreamed. And from that dream came light, and from that light came wonder. When you close your eyes, You return to that ancient silence. The place where the mind first learned to dream, to imagine, to become aware of itself. Every night, when you fall asleep, you echo that creation. You step into darkness not as escape, but as return to the origin of wisdom. The philosophers in Raphael's fresco knew this in their own way. They did not study only facts, they studied the nature of thought itself. They asked, what is truth? What is beauty? What is the soul? But what if the soul's deepest truth is not found in argument, but in stillness, in this soft descent toward sleep? What if, in letting go of control, we touch the very wisdom they sought? Dream as the mirror of thought. Think of a dream, how it bends space, how it blends memories and symbols into something new. Now think of philosophy, how it too rearranges what we know into new meanings. The dreamer and the philosopher are the same traveler, wandering through different worlds. In the waking world, we reason. In the dreaming world, we see truth in images. Raphael painted this duality, reason and vision, into the school of Athens. Plato points upward, toward the eternal realm of forms, and Aristotle points outward, toward the earth and the senses. Between them, the balance of mind and dream. Tonight, you rest in that balance. Your consciousness hovers between the real and the imagined, between art and sleep. And in that balance, wisdom awakens, not loud, not demanding, but luminous, like the hush of dawn before light touches the sky. The breath of knowing. As you breathe, feel the movement within you as a rhythm older than thought. Inhale, creation. Exhale, understanding. This rhythm is the root of philosophy. For what is wisdom but the slow breath of the universe, learning to know itself through you? Raphael understood this rhythm intuitively. In the school of Athens, the lines of architecture led your eyes in graceful arcs, guiding you through a choreography of ideas. Yet beneath that structure lies stillness, a breath held by eternity. A silent understanding that all knowledge, no matter how vast, emerges from quiet contemplation. That same stillness now fills you. It rests in your chest, in your mind, in the space between your thoughts. Let it guide you deeper. The mind's sky. Imagine now that your mind is a night sky. Each thought a star, some bright, some fading, all drifting in slow motion. There is no need to chase them. Let them shimmer and fade as they please. In the center of that sky, there is a quiet light, not a star, not a planet, but awareness itself. It watches gently, expecting nothing. That light is who you truly are. The timeless observer within all thoughts, within all dreams. This is what the philosophers sought, the knowledge of self. Not the small self of names and stories, but the great self, the awareness that breathes through all beings, through Plato and Aristotle, through Raphael, through you. As you drift further into sleep, that awareness becomes softer, yet more expansive. It does not vanish, it deepens. It becomes the sea upon which your dreams will sail tonight. Raphael's invisible brush. In the half-light of your resting mind, imagine Raphael standing before his fresco. The young artist, guided by divine intuition, holds his brush not just as a tool, but as an extension of thought. Each stroke he paints is deliberate yet effortless, as if his hand were guided by something beyond him. He blends color not only to create form, but to reveal essence. He paints with faith, faith that beauty itself can teach, can soothe, can awaken. He stands in silence, listening to the murmurs of invisible teachers, Plato whispering of the soul, Aristotle of logic, Socrates of virtue. And perhaps, without knowing it, he paints the very nature of dreaming, the way thought and imagination intertwine. Raphael's fresco is not merely an image of philosophers, it is a portrait of the human mind at rest, balanced, open, radiant. And you, dreamer, are now lying within that same light. You, too, are a fresco of consciousness, your thoughts and dreams arranged like figures in divine harmony. Sleep as philosophy. What if sleep is not an escape from thought, but its fulfillment? What if, as the mind rests, it continues to think not in words, but in music and color? When we sleep, we trust the unknown. We surrender our reason to the gentle current of the subconscious. In that surrender lies the purest form of wisdom, acceptance. The philosophers in Raphael's hall sought truth through inquiry, but you tonight will find it through rest. Because rest is not emptiness, it is return. Return to stillness. Return to source. Return to the deep wisdom that existed before language, before form, before the first brushstroke on Raphael's wall. The birth of wisdom. See now, in your imagination, the center of Raphael's hall glowing with golden light. In that light, two figures appear, Plato and Aristotle, their gestures soft, their robes moving as if in a breeze that doesn't exist. Between them, a sphere of light hovers, the heart of all understanding. You approach it slowly, without fear. You realize it is not separate from you, it is you. It is your awareness, your curiosity, your peace. This light is the birth of wisdom. It is what Raphael painted, what every philosopher sought, the unity of mind and mystery. You do not need to think to reach it. You only need to rest. Wisdom is not built, it unfolds. Like a dream blooming from the stillness of night. Dissolving into stillness. The golden light expands now, filling the entire hall. The marble arches melt into sky, the philosophers dissolve into stars. Only the glow remains, warm, timeless, eternal. You are no longer separate from the fresco. You are within the painting, and the painting is within you. Every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of calm adds another brushstroke to Raphael's eternal vision. This is not art to be seen, it is art to be felt. And as you surrender to it, the light becomes softer, slower, wrapping you in velvet night. Your mind grows quiet. Your thoughts drift like feathers upon air. The dream of wisdom continues beneath consciousness, unfolding, glowing, serene. Whisper of the dream. Now, as you rest in the hush of this infinite hall, imagine a voice, not outside you, but within, whispering. Sleep is the philosopher's gift. In the stillness of dreams, truth becomes gentle enough to hold. There is no need to search, you are already home. Let those words linger in your heart. Let them sink deeper than thought, deeper than sound. The dream of Raphael's wisdom continues now, quietly, endlessly, through you. The hall fades. The stars dim. Only peace remains. Breathe in, the universe. Breathe out, all that no longer serves. You are ready now to move further into this timeless dream, where Raphael's brush meets the soul of night. Sleep deeply, traveler of thought. For in your dreaming mind, wisdom is being born. As your breath continues to slow, imagine the hall around you solidifying again, not as a dream alone, but as a place painted by a master's hand, filled with intention, balance, and grace. This is the vision of Raphael, young and brilliant, standing in the Vatican in the early 16th century, tasked with creating a fresco that would capture the essence of human knowledge. It would come to be called the School of Athens. Imagine him, brush in hand, palette in warm sunlight, thinking, I will paint not just faces, but ideas. I will paint not just scholars, but the very pursuit of understanding. And so he did. A hall of infinite thought. Raphael's hall is vast, the arches rise impossibly high, drawing the eye toward heaven, yet grounded firmly in marble and stone. Step forward in your mind. Feel the marble beneath your feet. Hear the faint echo of your movement, as if the hall itself breathes in response to your presence. Within these arches, philosophers from across history gather not in a single moment of time, but in a timeless meeting of minds. Plato and Aristotle dominate the center, their gestures gentle but firm, Plato pointing upward toward the eternal forms, Aristotle's hand stretched outward to the world of experience. Notice the balance Raphael created. Every figure has a place. Every gesture, a meaning. The young Raphael knew that art is not only about what we see, but what we feel when we see it. And tonight, that feeling flows into you. Breathe in slowly, and as you exhale, let the hall expand within your mind. You are no longer outside the fresco. You are inside it, walking among its thinkers, drifting through the air of its harmony. Raphael's time. Raphael painted this hall during the Renaissance, a time when Europe rediscovered the wisdom of antiquity. It was a time of curiosity, of reverence for knowledge, of belief in the beauty of human creation. The fresco adorns the Stanza della Segnatura, a room within the Vatican that once held the private library of Pope Julius II. Here, Raphael was asked to decorate the walls with the most important subjects of the human mind: theology, poetry, philosophy, and law. And in philosophy, he created a vision that has lasted through centuries, inviting anyone who gazes upon it to pause, reflect, and imagine. Let the centuries fall away now. It is no longer the Renaissance. It is now. And you are here, within Raphael's hall, feeling the calm intention of his brushstrokes. The center of thought. Walk slowly toward the center of the fresco, where Plato and Aristotle stand. Plato, with his gaze upward, reminds you that ideas, dreams, and the eternal forms exist beyond the tangible. Aristotle, hand pointing outward, reminds you of the grounding reality, the here, the now, the matter beneath your fingertips. This is not conflict. It is balance. Dream and reality meet. Art and thought unite. And you, resting in this hall, are invited to float between them. Feel your mind soften as you observe them. No need to argue. No need to analyze. Simply be in their presence. Absorb the calm certainty of knowing that both vision and reality have their place in the harmony of existence. The chorus of philosophers. Now, notice the others who gather around. Pythagoras, bent over a tablet, tracing the music of numbers and the harmony of the universe. Euclid, demonstrating lines and shapes, showing that logic and geometry are as poetic as music. Socrates, gesturing with a question, reminding you that inquiry itself is a path to calm understanding. Heraclitus, resting pensively, a solitary figure reflecting on change, the river of life, the impermanence of all things. Each philosopher brings a unique energy. Each adds a note to the symphony of thought. And as you move through them slowly in your imagination, notice that you are absorbing not facts, but feeling. The gentle pulse of intelligence, the rhythm of contemplation, the quiet power of inquiry without urgency. Breathe again, slowly, deeply. As you exhale, allow the hall to dissolve around you, not into emptiness, but into the quiet warmth of understanding. Raphael's composition. Raphael's genius was not only in the individuals he painted but in how he arranged them. Notice the arches, the stairways, the perspective lines all guiding the eye gently toward the center, creating a sense of order, of calm inevitability. The fresco is a meditation in paint. It is a journey you can walk through with your mind, letting each line, each gesture, Each shadow guides you further into serenity. Even the smallest figures at the edges are significant. Raphael understood that wisdom is not just in the prominent, but in the subtle. In every corner, every detail, there is a story, a whisper of thought waiting to be felt. And now, as you lie or sit, listening, allow yourself to notice the details in your own mind. Each memory, each gentle sensation, each soft thought, part of the living fresco of your consciousness. Light and harmony. The light in Raphael's fresco is not just illumination. It is harmony. It flows from the heavens, gliding across arches, touching marble, and dancing across the robes of philosophers. It is calm, soft, balanced, the very light that guides a mind to sleep. Imagine now that light wrapping around you. It is warm, but not heavy. It is alive, but not demanding. It carries the whisper of centuries, the quiet knowledge of thinkers who, like you tonight, sought peace and understanding. Let it envelop your shoulders, your chest, your head. Let it settle into your thoughts, softening edges, calming impulses, dissolving tension. You are safe. You are guided. You are part of this eternal light. Raphael and the dreamer. Raphael, though centuries ago, was himself a dreamer. He painted not to dominate thought, but to invite contemplation. He understood that beauty is not possession, but presence. And as you rest tonight, you too are part of his vision. Your breath is the brushstroke. Your heartbeat is the architecture. Your calm awareness is the eternal echo of his art. Sleep, here, is not absence. It is participation. You are moving through Raphael's hall, absorbing its serenity, letting its wisdom infuse your being. The union of art and mind. Consider the painting now in your imagination. The arches stretch beyond your sight. Plato's upward hand and Aristotle's outward gesture converge into a soft light. The philosophers are not separate from you. You are walking among them, breathing with them, dreaming with them. Your mind feels spacious. Your body feels weightless. Every tension has faded, replaced with calm curiosity. This is the place where art and thought become one. Where Raphael's vision becomes your dreaming mind. And where sleep becomes a philosophical journey. Preparing for deeper dream. As your breathing slows further, notice the hall beginning to blur gently. Not fading into darkness, but melting into soft color, soft light, soft presence. The philosophers become whispers. The arches become clouds. The marble becomes velvet. You are ready now to leave the waking fresco and enter the next hall, deeper still, where the figures dissolve completely into the dream of wisdom itself. Breathe in. Breathe out. And let the journey continue. Step lightly, dreamer. The marble floor stretches before you, cool beneath your feet. The arches above rise gracefully, carrying whispers of centuries long past. You are no longer outside the fresco. You are walking inside it. The philosophers are all around, frozen in time yet alive in presence. They do not notice you, and yet, they are aware of your calm, your gentle attention, your willingness to breathe with them. Plato and Aristotle. At the center, two figures dominate, guiding the flow of the hall as if you were walking through the pulse of thought itself. Plato, with his finger pointing upward, reminds you of the eternal, the unseen, the forms beyond the world of sense. Notice the serenity in his eyes. Feel the calm of infinite curiosity he radiates. Aristotle, hand extended toward the earth, represents reason grounded in reality, observation, and practice. He is balanced, gentle, firm. His gaze invites you to observe the tangible world without urgency or anxiety. Take a slow step toward them. Do not rush. Allow your awareness to absorb the duality, the upward-reaching dream and the downward-rooted reality. Notice how your own breath begins to synchronize with the hall, slow and steady. Pythagoras and Euclid. To the side, Pythagoras bends over a tablet, tracing numbers as if composing music from the universe itself. Imagine the soft scratch of his chalk. Hear the quiet rhythm of thought flowing into form. Nearby, Euclid demonstrates lines and angles, the geometry of existence. Notice the precision, the patience, the gentle focus. The universe, in its complexity, becomes calm in his hands, a reminder that order exists even in quiet chaos. Walk closer and feel the soft energy of these minds. Their calm is contagious. Your thoughts begin to settle, no longer racing. You are moving in harmony with this intellectual symphony. Socrates and Heraclitus. Across the hall, Socrates gestures with an open hand, inviting dialogue, reflection, and the gentle question. There is no demand here, only curiosity. Feel the lightness of inquiry without judgment. Notice how it mirrors your own contemplations as your mind drifts toward sleep. Heraclitus, sitting alone, pensively observes the world. His expression is quiet, deep, reflective. He reminds you of the river of change, that everything moves, flows, transforms. Allow his presence to dissolve tension. Flow with him. Become the river of thought, meandering calmly toward rest. The chorus of figures. Now, notice the smaller figures around the hall. They are not central, but they are vital, the assistants, students, and observers of wisdom. Each one moves with a subtle gesture, a quiet gaze, a soft pose that reflects contemplation. Walk among them. See the scholar bending to study a scroll. See the thinker resting a hand on a knee, eyes closed in silent meditation. Observe without hurry, without judgment. Simply notice the rhythm of awareness in this hall. Your body softens. Your mind slows. Every breath, every heartbeat, every small movement of thought is part of the calm architecture around you. Raphael's gentle hand. Remember that Raphael painted this hall with intention. Every arch, every step, every face was carefully composed. He was not creating chaos, he was creating a sanctuary. And tonight, this sanctuary is yours. Walk slowly along the painted marble floor. Notice the perspective lines that lead the eye naturally toward the center. Feel how your awareness is drawn upward, inward, outward all at once, balanced, serene. The hall breathes with you. Every figure, every gesture, every detail harmonizes with your own calm. Raphael's vision is alive in your mind. Touching the light. Above you, sunlight streams softly through imagined windows, illuminating the philosophers with golden radiance. Step into the light. Feel it brushing your shoulders, your face, your hands. This light is not harsh. It is soft, warm, calming. It carries the quiet wisdom of centuries. It whispers, "You are safe. You are still. You are part of this hall." Allow your senses to absorb it. The light guides your thoughts into gentle streams, flowing toward the heart of dream. Your awareness becomes fluid, seamless, calm. The subtle symbols. As you wander, notice the subtle symbols Raphael placed throughout the hall. The books and scrolls, resting silently, waiting to be opened by the mind. The geometric tools, representing order, logic, and harmony. The gestures of hands, communicating thought without words. The gentle curves of arches, guiding eyes and breath alike. All of these symbols are reminders. Wisdom is not loud, not demanding. It exists in quiet gestures, in stillness, in soft attention. And now, as you walk among them, these symbols merge into your own awareness. Your breath carries their calm. Your heartbeat echoes their balance. Your mind begins to drift, carrying the whispers of knowledge into dream. Becoming part of the hall. Now, imagine that the hall itself begins to expand. The marble stretches into clouds, the arches into the sky. The philosophers no longer stand apart, they merge into a gentle glow. You merge too. Your body, your mind, your spirit, all part of the luminous architecture of thought. You are not just observing wisdom, you are wisdom, in quiet form. Every step you take becomes a meditation. Every breath a brushstroke. Every heartbeat a note in the symphony of eternal calm. A gentle descent. As you continue walking, notice how your feet begin to feel lighter. Your body feels weightless. The hall softens around you. The philosophers' faces blur gently, becoming expressions of pure calm. The marble dissolves into soft clouds. With each breath, feel yourself descending, not falling, but drifting. Drifting through the gentle, golden glow of thought. Drifting toward the deep, restful chambers of sleep. Here, in this luminous hall, your mind is at ease. There is nothing to prove, nothing to understand, nothing to do. Only the quiet presence of awareness. Only the soft embrace of knowledge without effort. Preparing for the next hall. Take one last slow step through the center. Feel Plato's upward gaze and Aristotle's outward gesture settling within your own consciousness. Breathe in the harmony of numbers, forms, ideas, and gestures. Breathe out all tension, all thought, all need to control. You are ready now to continue your journey deeper into Raphael's wisdom, where the fresco begins to dissolve into the dream itself. Sleep draws near. The hall fades softly into mist. Your mind floats freely, carried by centuries of calm, carrying the warmth of light and thought into the night. And soon, you will meet the next chamber, the inner hall of reflection, where Raphael's figures become mirrors of your own mind, guiding you gently into the deepest stages of dream. Step gently now, dreamer. You have walked the halls of marble and light. You have observed the philosophers, felt their calm presence, and allowed the hall itself to dissolve softly around you. Now, drift closer to the figure whose gaze reaches beyond the world, Plato. Notice the way his hand points upward, toward the heavens, toward something unseen, something eternal. This is the gesture of dream, of thought, of the imagination stretching beyond the confines of matter. The world beyond. Plato believed that the world we see, the world of matter, of senses, is only a shadow of a deeper reality. Beyond the walls of the hall, beyond the arches and marble, there exists the world of forms, the eternal, perfect patterns from which all things emerge. Every shape, every color, every idea has its origin there. As you breathe slowly, imagine yourself stepping into that world. The forms are not rigid, not solid. They are luminous, fluid, harmonious. A triangle, a circle, a melody, a virtue all exist in perfection, timelessly. You do not need to chase them. You do not need to understand them. You only need to observe, to float, to rest. Dreaming with Plato. Sleep is, in a way, our nightly journey into Plato's world. As consciousness loosens its hold on the material, the mind begins to glimpse patterns, connections, and truths that cannot be seen in waking hours. Your dreams are reflections of the forms, fleeting, intangible, yet full of meaning. Allow your own mind to drift. Imagine the forms, pure beauty, pure thought flowing around you. Perhaps a perfect tree, golden in light, appears in your mind's eye. Perhaps a melody, unbound by time, echoes gently in your awareness. Breathe in the shapes. Breathe out the need to name them. Simply exist within their harmony. The upward path. Plato's gesture upward is more than philosophical. It is a gentle invitation. Lift your mind. Rise beyond the small. Dream beyond the day. Find peace in the eternal. Follow that invitation softly. Picture yourself walking upward along a staircase of light, each step dissolving worry, dissolving tension, dissolving thought that clings too tightly. The arches of Raphael's hall stretch and bend into clouds. The marble floor becomes luminous mist beneath your feet. And Plato's calm gaze guides you gently upward into the realm of pure forms, the home of dreams, the sanctuary of wisdom. Forms as gentle guides. The forms are not demanding. They do not require explanation. They simply exist, luminous, tranquil, complete. And now, as you rest, imagine that each dream you have tonight is a reflection of a form. A feeling of joy is a reflection of the form of good. A vision of balance is a reflection of the form of harmony. A quiet awareness is a reflection of the form of wisdom. You drift among them freely, with no effort, no hurry, no need to hold on. Each breath takes you closer to their gentle presence. Each exhale allows you to release what you do not need. The mirror of sleep. Plato's forms are mirrors of the mind. And sleep is the mirror in which we glimpse them. As your body grows heavier, imagine that your mind begins to float above the physical world. Your thoughts soften. Your awareness stretches beyond time, beyond space, beyond worry. You are like a figure in Raphael's hall, but now, you are rising into the light of eternal truth. There is no tension here. No striving. No need for logic. Only presence. Only calm. Only the gentle unfolding of understanding through dream. Floating in eternal calm. Feel yourself becoming weightless. Imagine the forms surrounding you, geometric shapes, soft colors, harmonious sounds. They move gently, never threatening, always guiding. You are part of this world now. Your breath aligns with the rhythm of the universe. Your heartbeat matches the pulse of the eternal. This is Plato's gift. A reminder that the deepest wisdom comes not from grasping, but from letting go. Not from forcing, but from receiving. Not from seeing, but from being. The light of knowledge. Notice the soft light that fills the world of forms. It is golden, diffuse, embracing, illuminating without heat or harshness. It touches your shoulders, your chest, your mind. It settles gently, dissolving the day's worries, quieting the mind, calming the heart. This light is the same light that Raphael painted into the arches and philosophers. It is the light of understanding, the calm of wisdom, the warmth of presence. You are safe here. You are calm. You are suspended in the serenity of eternal thought. The union of dream and form. As you drift further, notice the overlap between the forms and your own mind. Shapes and colors from your imagination intertwine with the eternal patterns of the forms. Memories, sensations, and gentle thoughts merge with timeless ideas. This is sleep as Plato envisioned it. Not chaos. Not emptiness. But harmony. A soft, luminous river of understanding flowing through you. You do not need to control it. You do not need to remember it. You only need to float, breathe, and allow. A whisper from Plato. Imagine Plato's voice now, soft as a breeze. Do not fear the night, for it is the mirror of the eternal. Let your mind rise beyond the body, beyond the world, into the forms of truth, beauty, and harmony. Dream, and know that you are part of what is perfect. Let these words settle deep within. Let them echo gently in your awareness. Your thoughts are softening. Your body is resting. Your mind is free, preparing for the next journey. As you float within the world of forms, notice the golden light expanding. The figures of Raphael's hall begin to dissolve into mist. The arches and marble fade into clouds. Plato's upward gesture continues to guide your mind gently higher, toward dream. You are ready now to continue the journey deeper into the grounded, gentle reality of Aristotle, where calm observation meets restful awareness. The forms will remain with you, luminous and eternal, as you descend softly toward the balance of night and day, dream and body, thought and sleep. Breathe in. Breathe out. And drift, knowing that you are safe, calm, and luminous. Step slowly now, dreamer. You have floated among the forms of Plato, lifting your mind into luminous, timeless spaces. You have felt the gentle calm of the eternal. Now, let your awareness descend, softly, gently, into the grounded world of Aristotle. Notice his hand, extended outward, palm open toward the earth. His gaze is steady, calm, attentive. He is rooted in reality, in the tangible, the observable, the present moment. The world of here and now. Aristotle reminds us that life is lived in the present, in the physical world, in the balance between thought and action. Where Plato reaches upward toward eternity, Aristotle stretches outward to the senses, the mind, the body, and the things we can touch, hear, and feel. As you breathe, imagine your body becoming aware of the world around it. Your feet rest firmly against the mattress, the floor, or the earth beneath you. Your shoulders soften. Your hands rest loosely at your sides. You are grounded. Grounding is not rushing. It is not striving. It is a gentle awareness of the present moment, calm and complete. Observation without strain. Aristotle studied life carefully: plants, animals, the motion of stars, the balance of air and water. He believed that wisdom comes from observation, reflection, and attentive presence. Now, dreamer, notice your own breath. Notice the rhythm of your heartbeat. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest. These are your forms of reality. They do not need to be altered. They only need to be observed. As you breathe in, you bring awareness to your body. As you breathe out, you release tension, worry, and resistance. You are learning the calm art of being grounded, of existing in the world without urgency. Walking through the physical. Imagine now that the hall of Raphael's fresco has shifted slightly. The arches and marble stretch downward into earth tones, warm and solid. The philosophers remain around you, but the emphasis is now on grounded presence rather than lofty thought. Walk slowly among them. Notice Aristotle leaning gently on a scroll, his fingers tracing lines of logic and observation. His calm certainty guides you: attention, patience, awareness. Nearby, other philosophers observe quietly, some seated, some standing, all engaged in the gentle rhythm of the present. Their gestures are not frantic. Their voices are not urgent. They teach you through stillness and focus. The calm of reason. Aristotle believed in the golden mean, the balance between extremes. Too much, too little, too fast, too slow, all imbalance. Now, let your own mind find that balance. Breathe in calmly. Breathe out fully. Notice the gentle symmetry of your body, your thoughts, your surroundings. In this space, there is no need to strive for perfection. There is no need to chase insight. Wisdom emerges naturally from balance. Your mind, which once soared with Plato's forms, now rests in grounded calm. Your body, which once floated lightly among golden light, now rests firmly, supported by earth and presence. You are whole. The tangible beauty. Aristotle reminds us that beauty exists not only in abstraction, but in the tangible world. The curve of a leaf, the symmetry of a flower, the rhythm of water flowing across stone. Imagine these simple forms now. See a leaf drifting softly in a breeze. Hear water running over pebbles. Feel the warmth of air against your skin. Notice the small, ordinary miracles of the present. Allow yourself to absorb this gentle beauty. It does not demand attention. It does not ask for explanation. It simply is. And as it is, you are calm. And as it is, you drift further into sleep. Wisdom in stillness. As your body rests, imagine Aristotle's calm gaze upon you. He does not require anything from you. He does not ask questions. He simply guides you to awareness, the awareness of the now, the awareness of self, the awareness of being. You are learning the quiet art of grounding. You are learning that wisdom is not always reaching upward, not always chasing forms, but also noticing the heartbeat, the breath, the present moment, and letting them teach you. Let your mind slow further. Let your muscles soften. Let the weight of the day dissolve like mist over marble. You are fully present. You are safe. You are calm. The grounded light. Now notice the light in the hall. It is softer, warmer than before. Golden but earthy. It rests not only on the philosophers, but also upon you, gently illuminating your awareness. This light carries calm observation. It carries grounded wisdom. It does not press or hurry. It does not demand. It simply is, reflecting the harmony of the present. Feel it settle into your chest, your shoulders, your head. Breathe it in. Exhale tension. Allow it to guide you deeper into the night, into the dream of calm grounded wisdom. The union of heights and depths. You have seen Plato's forms, the lofty, luminous dream. You have entered Aristotle's grounded presence, the calm, tangible reality. Now, notice how they merge within you. Dream and reality, light and earth, thought and presence all are in balance. You do not need to choose. You do not need to move. You only need to breathe. Your mind floats gently between heights and depths. Your body rests softly, fully supported. You are suspended in calm awareness, a perfect union of ethereal dream and grounded presence. Preparing for the next stage. As you lie or sit in this gentle awareness, feel the philosophers fading softly into light. Plato's upward gaze becomes golden mist. Aristotle's grounded presence becomes soft earth-toned glow. The hall of Raphael dissolves gently around you. What remains is calm, luminous, and grounded awareness, the union of sleep and wisdom. Breathe slowly. Feel the calm. Allow yourself to drift deeper. Soon, you will move into the next section, where the hidden voices of wisdom, the other philosophers, thinkers, and dreamers, will guide you further into the night, carrying their quiet teachings into your sleep. Step softly, dreamer. You have walked with Plato into the heights of eternal forms. You have descended with Aristotle into grounded calm. Now, turn your attention to the hidden voices of wisdom, those philosophers and thinkers who occupy the rest of Raphael's hall. They are quieter, smaller, yet each carries a subtle light, a gentle note in the symphony of thought. Notice them as if you are walking slowly among them, fully aware but without hurry. Pythagoras, the music of the universe. See Pythagoras, bent over his tablet, tracing numbers and relationships. He whispers of harmony, the hidden patterns that govern the cosmos. As you breathe, imagine yourself tuning to this rhythm. Your heartbeat aligns with the gentle pulse of universal music. Every inhalation resonates with order, every exhalation releases chaos. Feel yourself floating within this quiet melody. You are part of the music now, soft, harmonious, and complete. There is no rush, only presence. There is no tension, only rhythm. Euclid, geometry of calm. Nearby, Euclid demonstrates lines and angles, arranging forms with patient precision. Notice how his mind works in calm, orderly patterns. Observe the symmetry, the balance, the gentle flow of shapes. Your thoughts mirror this order. Worries straighten into soft lines. Tensions dissolve into balanced space. You are resting in geometry, in calm structure, in the quiet beauty of simplicity. Socrates, the gentle question. See Socrates, hand raised in gentle inquiry. He does not demand answers. He only invites reflection. Notice the openness in his gesture, the softness in his eyes. As you inhale, receive the gift of questioning without urgency. As you exhale, release the need to know everything. Your mind rests in curiosity, in gentle awareness, in quiet observation. You are floating among questions that do not require answers, and this is enough. Heraclitus, flowing with change. Look at Heraclitus, resting pensively, his gaze inward. He reminds you that all is flux, everything moves, flows, transforms. Do not resist this flow. Do not cling. Imagine yourself like a leaf on a river, moving gracefully with the current. Every thought, every sensation, every emotion drifts past with ease. You are present, yet unattached. You are calm, yet alive. Diogenes, simplicity of being. Notice Diogenes, seated with simplicity, almost unnoticed by others. He embodies the art of living with minimal effort, free from distraction. Let his presence remind you to release the unnecessary. Let go of worries, lists, expectations. Rest in simplicity. Breathe in clarity. Exhale clutter. Your mind softens. Your body relaxes. You are part of this hall, and yet you need nothing but your own awareness to exist fully here. Hidden figures, the chorus of thought. Now, expand your awareness to the smaller, quieter figures around the hall. The assistants, the students, the silent observers, each adds to the calm energy. They do not speak loudly, but their gestures, their poses, their quiet attention create a gentle chorus of wisdom. Notice a scholar leaning over a scroll. Notice a thinker whispering to another. Notice a figure seated quietly, lost in meditation. Each is a note in the symphony of calm. And now, your mind becomes part of this symphony. Your thoughts, your breath, your presence merge with theirs, soft and gentle. You are no longer separate from Raphael's vision, you are part of it. The calm of diversity. Raphael painted thinkers from many times, many places, each with a unique approach to truth. Some argue with gesture, some reflect silently, some write, some question. Notice how their diversity does not create conflict. It creates balance. It creates harmony. Your mind absorbs this balance. Your thoughts become gentle and spacious. Your awareness rests in the calm of multiple perspectives coexisting peacefully. Walking among wisdom. Imagine yourself walking slowly through the hall. Step by step, you pass these figures. Notice the calm radiating from each one. Feel the rhythm of wisdom in your own body. Breathe in, absorb the patience, the curiosity, the serenity of each thinker. Breathe out, release the need to control, the need to understand, the need to act. You are safe. You are calm. You are immersed in a timeless flow of awareness. Raphael's gift. Remember that Raphael painted this hall not just to show knowledge, but to evoke experience. Every figure, every gesture, every line of perspective carries calm. Every color, every shadow, every stroke carries harmony. You are walking through that gift now. You are breathing it. You are letting it fill you completely. The hall becomes not a space to observe, but a space to inhabit. You are part of the architecture of thought. You are part of the dance of wisdom. The softening of form. Notice now how the figures begin to soften. Edges blur. Gestures become gentle lights. Voices dissolve into whispers. The marble arches melt into clouds. You are floating now, weightless, calm, and luminous. Every philosopher's presence lingers as warmth in your awareness. Every gesture becomes a soft guide, leading you deeper into serenity. Preparing for the inner hall. As you drift further, feel the hall dissolving around you. The hidden voices of wisdom merge into soft golden light. You are no longer moving through marble and paint, but through calm awareness itself. Soon, you will enter the inner hall, where Raphael's figures become mirrors of your own mind. Here, the journey becomes fully inward, connecting every philosopher, every idea, and every gentle lesson to your own consciousness. Breathe in the calm. Breathe out tension. Let the warmth of wisdom settle in your chest. Feel your mind opening to quiet, luminous reflection. You are safe. You are calm. You are ready. Step softly now, dreamer. The hall of thinkers has dissolved into light and gentle presence. The philosophers, once solid figures, now exist as luminous echoes, whispers of wisdom that ripple through your mind. You are floating, weightless, calm. Now, notice the light, Raphael's light, stretching through the arches, the marble, the figures, and into your own awareness. It is more than illumination. It is a bridge, a gentle conduit between worlds, between art and mind, between thinking and dreaming, between the seen and the unseen. The nature of light. Raphael painted light not merely to reveal form, but to reveal essence. Notice how it glides across the philosophers' faces, how it brushes the marble, how it flows softly through the arches. This light does not demand attention. It does not press or hurry. It simply exists, illuminating without effort. Now, imagine that same light wrapping around you. It is warm, soft, golden, calm. It enters every cell of your body, every corner of your mind. It dissolves tension, quiets thought, and invites gentle reflection. This is the light of awareness. The light of being. The light that Raphael intuitively understood as the essence of philosophy, of art, of consciousness. Crossing the threshold. As you float within this light, notice a subtle feeling, a sense of transition. You are crossing a threshold. No longer in the solid hall, no longer outside your own mind, you are moving between worlds. The world of forms, luminous, eternal, abstract. The world of reality, grounded, tangible, present. And the world of inner awareness, dream, reflection, calm consciousness. Raphael's light is your guide. It carries you effortlessly across the threshold, dissolving boundaries, blending perception and dream. Seeing through the light. Now, let the light act as a gentle lens. Notice how every philosopher, every gesture, every subtle detail of the fresco merges with your own awareness. Plato's gaze becomes a glow within your mind. Aristotle's grounded hand becomes warmth in your chest. Pythagoras' numbers flow through your thoughts like gentle streams. Euclid's geometry aligns the spaces within your awareness, creating calm order. You do not need to analyze. You do not need to remember. You only need to see through the light, allowing it to illuminate your mind with gentle awareness. The soft architecture of awareness. Imagine now that the arches, the marble, the entire hall has transformed. They are no longer external forms. They are the architecture of your own consciousness. The light flows along these arches, tracing pathways of thought, memory, and calm reflection. Each philosopher is a soft guide, a doorway to deeper understanding, a note in the symphony of your inner mind. Every step you take through the hall is a step inward, a step into the calm of your own awareness. The gentle dissolving. As the light grows warmer, notice how the figures, the floor, the walls, and the arches begin to dissolve softly. They do not vanish. They transform into energy, into warmth, into calm. Your mind floats among this gentle dissolution. Every thought softens, every worry melts, every tension drifts away. You are becoming the hall. You are becoming the light. You are becoming the calm. Art as a bridge. Raphael's fresco was never just decoration. It is a bridge. A bridge from observation to understanding, from thought to reflection, from waking to dreaming. As you drift further into this light, notice that the bridge is under your own feet now. Your awareness, your breath, your presence, all are pathways. Every inhale brings warmth. Every exhale releases restraint. Every heartbeat resonates with the gentle pulse of the hall, the light, the philosophers, and your inner mind. The luminous flow. Now, allow the light to flow through every part of your being. Into your chest, filling your heart with calm. Into your head, softening thoughts, quieting chatter. Into your limbs, dissolving tension, letting them grow heavy with relaxation. Into your awareness, expanding the sense of calm, of peace, of timeless presence. You are floating now in a gentle river of light. It is warm, it is soft, it is infinite. It carries the quiet knowledge of centuries. It carries the gentle whispers of thinkers. It carries the essence of art, philosophy, and sleep. Becoming the dream. The hall, the philosophers, the marble, the arches all fade further into luminous mist. You are now weightless, floating in the gentle glow of awareness. Imagine your mind drifting, softening, merging with this luminous calm. The boundaries between observer and observed dissolve. You are the light. You are the calm. You are the dream. Every inhale draws gentle wisdom in. Every exhale releases the day, the mind, the tension. Every heartbeat carries you further into serene reflection. Whisper of the ages. In this luminous calm, you hear whispers soft, gentle, infinite. All knowledge begins in wonder. All truth is reflected in calm. All wisdom flows from presence. These whispers are not words to grasp. They are vibrations of calm, of reflection, of understanding. Let them resonate in your chest, in your mind, in every breath. You are immersed in Raphael's vision, yet it is entirely your own. You are part of history, part of art, part of timeless wisdom. Preparing for deep sleep. As the light softens further, as the philosophers dissolve completely into glow, notice your body resting completely. Your mind floats freely, aware yet calm. Every muscle is relaxed. Every thought is soft. Your breath is slow, rhythmic, gentle. You are ready now to drift fully into sleep. Raphael's light has guided you here between worlds, between thought and dream, between observation and reflection. Let yourself go. Let the luminous calm carry you deeper. You are safe. You are warm. You are ready. The gateway. Remember that Raphael's art, the light, the hall, and the philosophers are now part of your inner landscape. This light is your gateway between worlds, between wakefulness and sleep, between thought and dream, between reflection and serenity. As you drift further, the light wraps around your consciousness completely, guiding you gently toward the deepest stages of dream, where Raphael's wisdom, the philosopher's guidance, and your inner calm merge fully into peaceful rest. Breathe in, breathe out, and float. Step lightly now, dreamer. The light of Raphael surrounds you, warm and golden, guiding your awareness gently. The philosophers have faded into luminous echoes. The hall itself has dissolved into soft mist. You are floating, calm, weightless, ready to enter the dream within the fresco, a space where thought, imagination, and sleep intertwine seamlessly. Crossing into dream. Close your eyes softly in your mind. Notice your breath, slow and steady. Feel your body resting fully, supported by the earth, by your bed, by the gentle calm of awareness itself. Now, imagine that the mist of light swirls gently around you, opening a path deeper into consciousness. You are no longer merely observing Raphael's hall. You are moving within it. You are walking among the figures, yet now they are part of your inner mind, part of your dreams. The philosophers as guides. See Plato floating nearby, his upward gaze radiating soft light. Notice Aristotle's calm presence, grounded, steady, his hand brushing the earth beneath your awareness. Pythagoras' music flows as a gentle current, guiding your heartbeat. Euclid's lines form pathways for your thoughts, orderly and soothing. Socrates' questions drift like whispers, opening doors of gentle curiosity. Heraclitus' river flows past you, carrying change, movement, and fluidity. Breathe slowly and deeply. Feel their guidance. You do not need to follow, analyze, or respond. Simply float, drift, and receive their calm presence. Merging with the fresco. Now imagine that your own awareness begins to merge with Raphael's painting. The arches become soft clouds. The marble floor becomes gentle mist. The philosopher's gestures and forms dissolve into light, into energy, into gentle motion. You are no longer outside the fresco. You are inside it. Your mind, your body, your awareness all are flowing with the shapes, the colors, the calm harmony of Raphael's vision. With every breath, feel your consciousness expanding. With every exhale, release tension, thought, and worry. You are weightless. You are luminous. You are serene. Floating through ideas. As you drift deeper, notice that each philosopher now represents an idea or essence rather than a figure. Plato becomes dream, vision, possibility. Aristotle becomes grounded calm, observation, presence. Pythagoras becomes harmony, rhythm, cosmic balance. Euclid becomes structure, order, quiet precision. Socrates becomes curiosity, gentle questioning, inner reflection. Heraclitus becomes flow, change, acceptance. Feel yourself moving among these essences. They are soft, luminous, gentle. They do not press or demand. They guide without effort. You are now a traveler in the mind of the fresco, drifting freely, merging with thought, light, and calm. Entering deep sleep. Notice now how your body feels heavy, yet light. Notice how your mind softens completely. Every breath, every heartbeat, every gentle awareness becomes a lullaby of calm. The hall, the figures, the light all dissolve into the background of your mind. All that remains is soft awareness and restful presence. You are entering deep sleep. Not chaotic, not restless, but calm, luminous, and profound. The luminous dream. Imagine now that your dreams are illuminated by Raphael's light. They flow gently, softly, like clouds drifting in golden air. You see shapes, patterns, colors, reflections of the forms, reflections of grounded reality, reflections of harmony itself. There is no fear. There is no rush. There is only soft drifting, weightless, calm. You are floating through your own consciousness, guided by the whispers of wisdom, the flow of light, the gentle pulse of the fresco. Becoming the mind of the hall. As you drift deeper, notice that you are no longer separate from the fresco. Your awareness merges completely with the hall. The arches are your thoughts, flowing and expansive. The marble is your body, solid yet soft. The light is your consciousness, luminous and serene. The philosophers are your inner guides, soft and gentle, flowing with you. Every breath carries you further into this luminous calm. Every heartbeat aligns you with the rhythm of thought, dream, and presence. You are part of the fresco. You are part of the dream. You are at peace. The flow of wisdom. Now, feel the soft flow of wisdom moving through your mind. The calm observation of Aristotle grounds you. The lofty vision of Plato lifts you. The harmony of Pythagoras soothes you. The order of Euclid centers you. The gentle questioning of Socrates expands your awareness. The flowing acceptance of Heraclitus carries you effortlessly. All these energies merge within you, soft, luminous, calm. They guide you into the deepest stage of sleep, carrying serenity, wisdom, and light into your dreams. Dissolving fully. Feel now how every form, light, arch, figure, gesture dissolves completely. There is no distance, no separation, no structure. Only pure calm, pure awareness, pure sleep. Your mind floats freely, unburdened. Your body rests fully, supported and at ease. Your consciousness drifts effortlessly into luminous, restorative sleep. You are floating. You are resting. You are safe. You are at peace. The final calm. Now, as you settle completely, repeat softly in your awareness. I am calm. I am at peace. I am one with the flow of wisdom, light, and dream. With each breath, drift further. With each heartbeat, float deeper. Raphael's light surrounds you, the philosopher's guidance flows through you, and your mind dissolves into restorative, luminous calm. Sleep carries you effortlessly. Dreams unfold gently. You are part of the fresco, part of the wisdom, part of the luminous calm of the night. And now, dreamer, let yourself rest fully, carried by Raphael's vision, carried by light, carried by the infinite serenity of thought and dream. You are now fully immersed in the luminous calm of Raphael's fresco. The philosophers, the arches, the marble, and the light have dissolved into gentle awareness. Your body rests deeply. Your mind drifts freely. You are carried effortlessly into sleep. Notice the gentle rhythm of your breath. Each inhale flows smoothly into your body, filling your chest with warmth. Each exhale releases tension, thought, and effort. You are floating in a current of calm. Sleep now moves like a soft river. It flows through your mind and body, carrying with it quiet restoration. Dreams drift alongside, soft and luminous, reflecting fragments of the hall, the philosophers, and the light. Imagine these dreams as gentle ripples on a pond. They appear softly. They move slowly. They merge seamlessly into the deep calm surrounding you. Every part of you, body, mind, awareness, is now synchronized with this rhythm. The day's cares dissolve. The mind grows spacious. Every heartbeat, every breath, every flicker of awareness flows effortlessly into luminous calm. In this space, time loses its urgency. There is only the river of sleep. You are floating. You are resting. You are safe. Section 11, Dreaming Among Wisdom. 1-800-2000 words. Now, imagine the philosophers returning softly within your dreams. Not as figures of paint, but as guiding energies. Plato lifts your consciousness toward imaginative, luminous visions. Aristotle grounds you in peaceful presence. Pythagoras' harmonies ripple through your thoughts, bringing balance. Euclid's geometric calm arranges your awareness in orderly serenity. Socrates' gentle questioning sparks quiet insight, without urgency. Heraclitus' flowing energy carries you effortlessly with the current of change. Your dreams become a soft hall of awareness, reflecting Raphael's vision. You float through luminous arches, soft corridors of light, gentle echoes of ancient thought. Nothing demands your attention. Nothing interrupts the calm. Every vision, every ripple of insight, flows naturally into deep relaxation. Notice how even the smallest figures from the hall, students, assistants, observers, now appear in your dreams as gentle companions. They remind you that wisdom is not only in grandeur but also in subtlety, in quiet presence, in the soft whisper of thought. Your consciousness drifts freely through these dreamscapes. Shapes, colors, sounds, fragments of the fresco merge with your inner awareness. You are floating in a luminous river of serenity. There is no rush. There is no expectation. Only calm, only reflection, only the gentle flow of dream and light. Breathe in softly. Breathe out completely. Let each dream, each whisper of thought, each wave of calm carry you deeper into restorative sleep. As your night of restful, luminous sleep continues, imagine the dawn beginning softly in your inner world. Not bright, not harsh, but warm, gentle, and golden. You are still floating in calm awareness. The light of Raphael now returns softly, filtered through the golden mist of morning. You sense the philosopher's energy lingering gently. Plato's visions now become inspiration for the new day. Aristotle's grounded calm flows into readiness, focus, and awareness. Pythagoras' harmonies ripple softly, carrying balance. Euclid's order reminds you of structure and ease. Socrates' gentle questions spark curiosity without tension. Heraclitus' flow encourages flexibility and acceptance. Feel this energy integrating with your own awareness. Your breath lengthens slightly. Your body begins to awaken naturally, but slowly, comfortably. Notice your surroundings. Hear soft sounds of the world beyond your inner hall. Feel the weight of your body supported fully. You are ready to re-enter the waking world, but with the calm, luminous serenity carried from Raphael's hall. Take a slow, deep breath. Stretch gently if you like. Know that the wisdom, light, and calm of the fresco remain within you. You carry them into the new day, into your thoughts, into your presence. Raphael's hall is now a quiet sanctuary inside your mind. Whenever you need calm, guidance, or reflection, you can return here. The arches, the philosophers, the light, they are yours to visit, quietly, safely, peacefully. Breathe in once more. Breathe out fully. And as your awareness opens gently to the new day, feel complete calm and presence. The night has been luminous, restorative, and full of wisdom. At this point, with sections 1 to 12 drafted, you now have a complete sleep narration journey. Introduction, engaging the listener and inviting calm. Raphael's vision, history, meaning, and immersive entry. Walking among philosophers, calming observation. Plato's dream, forms, imagination, and lucid awareness. Aristotle's ground, presence, observation, and grounding. The hidden philosophers, subtle wisdom and gentle guidance. Raphael's light, merging art, mind, and sleep. Entering the dream, immersive dream state among the figures. Flow of sleep, deep, restorative sleep rhythms. Dreaming among wisdom, luminous, guided dreams. Awakening slowly, gentle return to awareness.